there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you were here. We are talking, you guys, because surprise, surprise, the ratings are in, and they're low again. Like I told you they would be, right? I told you last week, and it's up and it's stuck, but not for long, because they dragged out the Mel versus Marceau scene. That was what everybody tuned in for. That was where you had an increase of 67,000 viewers, you guys. And, of the last episode, I told you there was no Mel. And the upcoming episode, there's not going to be any Mel. So then you lost nearly 50,000 of those viewers, you guys. It went down nearly 50,000. I believe the official drop was 46,000 viewers, but it went from 353,000 viewers for episode 8 to 307,000 viewers for episode 9. The demo went down. The demo went from 0.07 back down to 0.05, which is kind of where it's been hanging around, 0.5, 0.05, 0.04. But again, all this stuff that's coming out with the lawsuit, all this stuff, with the moms coming for Mel on social media, with Destiny coming for, Mel on social media, the back and forth between Destiny and Sunny, you guys. And just all of this chaos and the airing of what happened with, the other YouTuber, Black Titanic versus Stormy, and the narrative that Carlos King and Dr. Heavenly are pushing on their Messy Monday show. It is just a lot. And it is going to piss people off. Because it's like, why tune into this tomfoolery? And I expect a drop this week as well. Because it's clear that they feel that they can do the show without Mel. Now, there were a few of you guys in the comments in my videos about, the plot to take down Mel, the plot to, find a way to try to force her off the show since the other methods weren't working, and trying to ruin her reputation and all of these things. And a lot of you felt that the reason this separate but equal nonsense that's taking place, where some episodes Martel's in, some episodes he's not, some episodes now Mel's in, some episodes she's not, is Carlos King is purposefully trying to tweak the episode so that he can try to make an argument that more people are going to tune into the show without Mel, but that seems to be failing. Your highest rated episode of the season was because Mel was in the show, was because Mel was giving it to Marceau, you guys. Everything else has been a snooze fest. Everything else has not been worth discussing, you guys. Attacking the millimeters every episode and calling them deplorable, calling them crazy, calling them single, calling them old, calling them bitter, calling them all these things of people you do not know, complete and utter strangers you do not know. It's a waste. You're supposed to be telling us your reality, what's going on in your life. Not attacking a fan base. That's like if we filmed a show, you guys, and we just went in on the Beehive or the Barbs or the Navy or Barty Gang or the Hotties or the Swifties, and that was our whole identity, you guys. That was our whole existence. Nothing about our life, nothing about our personal lives, nothing about us if we have a job, nothing about us if we're in school, nothing about us if we have a family, nothing, zilch. Just completely talking about somebody's fan base 24/7 and complaining about them, you guys. Complaining about whatever sayings they have, whatever themes they have, whatever, right? Like, it's crazy. And nonetheless, the fans are going to tune out. And I believe this might hit under, this should end up going back under 307,000 now that you guys are aware that you guys still have the power. It's not personal, right? We've been begging for seasons, you guys, for the show to improve, for the show to change, for the show to showcase Black excellence. And Carlos King has completely abandoned ship to promote this new show, the Family Empire Houston show, that was conveniently Mel's original idea, you guys. And it's so weird to me how he is teeing up all this Mel slander and setting up all this Mel slander and millimeter slander and labeling people things, but then wants to do the mute challenge as if he doesn't want to get involved. But you were the main one professing at the podcast, I'm a millimeter, I'm a mellow drop, and blah, 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 blah. I'm Mel's biggest fan, which is completely passive aggressive. You're the biggest fan of Martel, Carlos King, because the lengths that you go to protect him is insane. The man is convicted of DV harassment in the 3rd degree, and it is nowhere to be found on the show. You were talking about his dating life. You were talking about him, why he hasn't married his 10-year side chick. You find that more entertaining than actually reporting what's really going on. And now we have this lawsuit that I'm going to talk about in another video because Owen finally responded, and we need to get into that because that is crazy in itself. And what happened to the core 6, you guys? It's more like the core 2 or 3, depending on the episode. Are the Scotch 2.0 like unofficially fired? Because they're nowhere to be found this season. And I can't help but wonder if the lawsuit has something to do with that. That if this was supposed to be the layup to add on to the millimeter slander, the Mel supporter slander, that this, also was going to be the piece that they were going to tack on to this to say, not only did this incident happen with Stormy at the warehouse, but now the harassment, the things have gotten so bad that now Maurice has to take legal action. And since he's an attorney, he's going to fight for the justice of all reality stars and make sure no reality stars are being attacked or being bullied and all these things. But the problem, he wasn't expecting any of the YouTubers to respond. He wasn't expecting anybody to investigate the proper way to file a lawsuit and what was being requested in said lawsuit. And trying to access people's bank information, trying to access people's personal information that had nothing to do with what your original issue was, which was specific YouTube videos and specific comments on YouTube. What does their bank account have to do with it? What does where they live have to do with it? What does their real name have to do with it? You see what I mean? So you've lost the plot already because you were going into this with nefarious reasoning. But like Owen did with Tim Norton when he was, caught up again because he's a career criminal, you guys started deleting scenes or just deleting people out as if we blink, we miss them, as if that was going to, allow the show to progress forward. And it didn't last much longer. Because you can't put out a false narrative, you guys, to the viewing audience and expect them to still be loyal to you when there's real bleeping stuff going on as we speak that is not on the show. And the gaslighting that's taking place, the lies about the ratings being higher than ever. No. Even with this real season high that was reported last week, is still not higher than previous seasons, you guys. It is not the Love and Marriage Huntsville of yesteryear. This emphasis that Carlos King and Destiny keep saying that there's fresh storylines. Is there? Because it's the same side chick love triangle storyline that we've had since season 1. Which started with Mel Martel and his side chick. Which started with Maurice, Kimmy, and Kawaya, his first wife. There has been no growth. There has been zero development. There has been zero innovation, anything that's new, that's fresh, that people can get excited about. How is it exciting featuring somebody who has a boyfriend and a husband and a potential side dude as well? How is it, funny that an upcoming episode, the same Destiny that doesn't want her son talked about, is allowing Martel to joke that her son looks like him, which would imply a question of paternity. But it's okay if Martel jokes like that, right? But you call production if Sonny or somebody else wants to put you on blast. Allegedly, right? Keep the same energy. What's good for the goose is good for the gander as far as I'm concerned, you guys. If you're going to dish it out that way, you should be able to take it as far as I'm concerned. Don't play victim. Don't cry foul when you are doing the same things. But then you want to dictate how somebody's going to respond. You want to dictate what the response should or shouldn't be. Or you want to put a time limit on if and when somebody can respond. No. They were sitting back watching you flip-flop in all these interviews, putting out false allegations in all these interviews that they have verifiable receipts to shut you down with, and you still keep going. That is not entertaining for the viewers, you guys. We don't care. And trying to make Stormy a bone collector isn't working, you guys. And even after Stormy knowing what is going on with Martell in this case, and all the things that he has been doing to Mel and the kids and all this, allegedly, and she's going to film scenes with him. She's going to ask him to model for her event. She's going to film scenes, I believe, in this upcoming episode at the warehouse, right, for body glaze. As if it's nothing. And I just don't understand. Where are the morals, you guys? Where are the values? How is it okay that you can film with somebody who is an ABUSER to your former friend, who literally has got charges on him, literally was just convicted? How is it okay for you to continue to promote him and promote his madness? And then you have a mom who's just completely out of order. Completely inappropriate, refuses to wear a muzzle, refuses to be professional, refuses to act like she's been somewhere before. But she was messy like this prior to ever being on the show. She was always in hatred and jealous of Mel. And had Mel known that you had your own subplot coming onto the show, she would have never recommended you. And would have never went to bat for you. But this is the things that happens when Mel helps out all these people. And nobody is saying that you have to bow down to her anytime you film with her. Nobody's saying that. But there has to be a level of respect. And that is what's missing amongst this cast. But then they expect people to tune in and see the tomfoolery and think that we're not going to say anything. Like this upcoming episode this week is going to focus more so on the Fletchers and how they help out their kids so much, but apparently the help is not enough if they're going to jail anyways and getting arrested for stealing. So clearly your help isn't mattering. Because they're still going to go out and do them and still try to steal things and all the things, allegedly, right? But, you know, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. And then there's a couple scene coming up with the Scots 2.0 and Sonny and Moses about moving to Huntsville. And apparently they must not have been aware of all the mugshots yet, right? That is touchdown on Huntsville. Otherwise, if they were to film this scene now, they would have gotten out of Dodge and said, you know what? We'll just stay here in St. Louis or wherever, right? They would not be entertaining this Huntsville mess. Because who wants to deal with this? But nonetheless, I told you guys, I told you that it was up, but it was not stuck, you guys. That everything that goes up must come down. Just like we had the lowest rating, I told you the ratings would go up. Because when you're at the bottom, when you're at the gutter, there's nowhere else to go but up. But when you're at the pinnacle and you know this show is receiving nothing but backlash, nothing but shade, nothing but draggings and lashings every single week, and now every single day because these people can't stay off of social media for 24 hours, it is a non-stop thing with these people. These people, this is the only reality show that I know that keeps up everything 365 days out the year. They take zero breaks. They take zero vacations. They want you to talk about them, but then complain if you say something they don't like. And then want to call it bullying and attacking and stalking when really it's just a difference of opinion. There is a difference, you guys, between cussing somebody out and just, you know, landing out insults and false narratives and lies about somebody. versus pinpointing your arguments, your issues, if it's something they said on the show, if it's something they said off the show or on social media, or their messiness that they choose to partake in on Facebook, and you have an opinion on it, and you're going to call them out on it, and you're going to hold them accountable for it. But if you do not want to hear the truth, why do you continue to be messy? If you do not want to hear facts about yourself, why do you want to hide your real life on the show that's supposed to be quote-unquote reality? That Martell, if nothing else, is right, that these people are doing a terrible acting job on this show, pretending to be shocked, pretending to be clueless, pretending to have no idea. Oh my gosh, say a name. Who's the name, Mommy? What name are you talking about? Come on now. All the millimeters, they tell them to activate. Who's activating? Because it sounds like your moms are activated. But it's just a mess, you guys. It is an absolute mess. And I think these ratings are going to continue to fall. Because like I said, if Mel's not going to be featured, it's clear she's not going to be featured in the next episode. So, we'll continue to monitor that on when she's going to be on the next episode. But nonetheless, the episodes she's not in are the lowest rated of the season, are the least watched episodes of the season. Trying to push Martell as, the main character, trying to push Stormy as a main character isn't going to work. I mean, the worst thing ever, you have a mom that literally, hates, somebody for simply existing. It is literally shading reality TV, shading your platform, Carlos King, the same way Martell has repeatedly shaded your platform and questioned the integrity and the authenticity of the show and called everybody actors, called all the storylines fake and all the things, and that producers call them to tell them what script to do and what if they need to purchase something for the scene to make the scene more believable, right? That came out of your star's mouth. And Marceau saying that they have to do reenactments, you guys, that they're going to do a reaction to a reaction that they already had. And until production feels that they got the scene right, they're going to continue to say, take that, take that, take that. We're going to continue to do takes, right? Until it gets it, they get the right reaction, right? And then Stormy recently exposed that the show wasn't authentic. And that's what's so funny. She exposed the show was not authentic. I might do a separate video on that. And it's the mute challenge. Nobody is talking about it. She said, I believe on a live, it was, some people were asking, with the success of her TikTok, selling 1 million in that live, what her future was going to be on the show, if this was going to be featured on the show. And she said it was not going to be featured on the show because there was going to be something fake that was going to be manipulated for her reaction to the achievement. And then she said that she had an issue with her Party in the Pasture filming because essentially she was upset that she couldn't interact with the people that were there, and it was very limited, and she had a very late call time of when they wanted her to come down and film scenes, and she felt that that wasn't okay. So basically my takeaway from that is essentially this quote-unquote reality show, which the camera should be rolling, at whatever specified times. It seems they want to try to dictate on how they want certain scenes to go. And the later you show up to something to try to have something pop off, the earlier you show up to something so that by the time, you film with the person you're supposed to, you're already exhausted and been out of shape and pissed off and all these things, to create drama, to create mess and madness, you guys. But my takeaway from that, and paying attention to Stormy, because now she's going to be focusing in on helping out other small entrepreneurs that sell on TikTok, is where is going to be the time for Love and Marriage Huntsville if you do not want your success of Body Glaze and your TikTok success to be filled? What's your story? You're just going to continue to be a bone collector for everyone else's drama and pretend to be shocked? No. I think it's going to come to a point where not everybody can do it all. Especially if you have plans to come out with more products and revamp your hairline. How is all that going to work and still try to film this show that films the most out of everybody? It's like, do these people get a break? Do they get a vacation? This is the only reality show I know that films year-round. Make it make sense. So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of the ratings dropping nearly 50,000 like I told you it would? It's up, but it wasn't stuck, you guys. It came right back down to earth. And hopefully after this next episode, it goes right back under 300,000, you guys. But you guys have shown that you can get this to a season low and perhaps even a series low if you truly black out. And with the events that have been taking place over the last couple of weeks, you should be more inclined than ever. And again, we just want improvement on the show. But if you're going to gaslight the fans and tell them not to tell you what to do with their own show, oh, no. Then don't be upset if it gets canceled. Then don't be upset if it's taken off the air. But don't alienate your fans. And that is what most of this cast has done, which is why they don't have a fan base. That's the real reason. It has nothing to do with Mel supporters or Millimeters. It has to do with your casual fans being sick of you guys playing in their face. And not giving them anything to root for. Not giving them anything to support. And your obsession with Mel and Tel and everyone else's drama is a turnoff to these viewers. Because what is your reality? What is your story? What do you have going on? And all of the things. Where's the Black Expo? The Black with the QUE Expo? I thought that was going to be the big event this season. Or was it not filmed for the 11 Mirror Huntsville cameras, right? What is T? Because you guys spent so much time trying to correct the advertising and the flyers and correct the spelling and correct the locations and all of these things. And correct the day and time. Originally it was a weekend, then it got moved to just a day. Where's all of that? Where's the planning of the Black with the QUE Expo and giving back to the Black community? Where is it, you guys? But instead we're arguing about the timelines of, you know, this Sunny, Moses, and Destiny thing. Instead we're arguing about why Trisha does not want to divorce her husband, and Ken is walking around like he doesn't understand why he's here. He doesn't understand why he seen this girl and tried to propose and tried to buy some rings, and she doesn't even want to divorce her husband. He's thinking to himself, well, why am I here? Why not just have the husband here? So there is that. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.